And I can assure you, with the exception of Bloomberg,
Wow, this is my first time ever hearing a Ghanaian brag. Kennedy Japan saying he can assure you, with in the exception of Bloomberg, is richer than any politician in America. I mean, those people spend in dollars. And a Ghanaian man can come out and say he's richer than them. These Ghanaians are rich people. Very secretive rich people.
Ghanaians have a lot of rich people. When you see them, you will never believe that these people are rich because they are very down to earth and very simple. One of the billionaires in Ghana was caught eating in a chow bar, which in Nigeria is very rare for you to see any rich man do this in Nigeria. Let's take a look at the video, and please do not forget to like the video and comment your thoughts below.
See, this is Kwame Despite, one of the richest men in Ghana. And at a point, I thought he was the richest man in Ghana before I discovered that he's like the 5th richest in Ghana. See him eating food on the streets. I mean, this is very, very humbling. And like I keep telling you people, if Davido was not a Nigerian, Davido has that Ghanaian energy, that Ghanaian rich man Peking energy. That's what he has. He's stood down to earth and humble. Davido would do something like this. This is a Ghanaian millionaire. But he takes it to the streets to eat street-made food. He can go to the best dining in the country, in the world. He could afford it. Sometimes he likes showing love to the people around him, and it's beautiful. See how happy he's making those guys around him look. Knowing that normally he go sort before he leave, but they are just genuinely happy to see him on the streets. They're taking pictures, making videos that they will post to show evidence. Man, Ghanaians are really, really humble and down to earth people. There are some people in this man's category in Nigeria that your eyeballs no go see them until Judgment Day. You no go hear say person where you know see them. 2-4 of the day, Eco Hotel or something. I'm telling you.
Listen to me, this video simply shows that.
And one thing you will love about Ghana is that most of their wealthy guys, you don't know them.
Yeah.
They are not noisemakers, honestly speaking. The first Ghana indigenous company that entered Nigeria and did big business in Nigeria is Spfield Group. If you know about them, study about them. One of the richest Ghanaians. He went to Nigeria to do a deal of about $1 billion US. That's just how good he is. I'm not talking about mushroom companies. He went to trade with oil in oil with NNPC and partnered with them in 2012, 2011, 12, 13, 14, thereabout. And was lifting oil in Nigeria successfully.
Yeah.
with his partners. And some media houses were trying to do some propaganda against him that he was affiliated to the Minister of Finance or Minister of Petroleum at the time. There's it, Zai. But you know what? He sued the media house and won the case. He won them financially. They paid him for damages. And he was still doing this in Nigeria till 2015, 2016, thereabout. He was letting good, raw good, and was trading good. This guy is a multi-billionaire in dollars. He's quiet, he's calm. The Spfield Group is owned by a Ghanaian, and his name is Kevin Ochere. They are rich Ghanaians that you do not know. They are calm, quiet.
There are lots of billionaires out there who are Ghanaians. There are lots of billionaires out there who are from other African countries, but they really don't make noise about it. I mean, there is no need for you to make noise about this. And here is why. See, let me tell you, people do not understand why Nigerians, mostly who make money, who have money, rich Nigerians are very noisy. Now, other than the fact that they say empty vessels make most noise, I want to describe the emptiness in that word, empty vessel. Now, what is emptiness? Emptiness is simply the absence of knowledge. And what is the evidence of the absence of knowledge? Criminality. The physical evidence of the absence of knowledge is criminality. It shows a cancerous display of any attitude. Your attitude displayed is cancerous, which is criminality. It's very toxic. Now, this proves to us that the reason Nigerians who are rich always are leaned towards making noise is because in their process of riches, in their process of making money, there is criminality in it. There is criminality in it, because let me tell you something. The evidence of legitimacy in making money is moderation, being reserved, being quiet, no presence or no show of, no presence of showing off. This thing is the evidence. Now, when you see any rich man that is loud about his wealth, that brags about his wealth, It is a physical evidence that such money was made through a shrewd and cunning way. Nobody can prove me otherwise. That is psychology. Let me repeat this. The evidence of money that was made in an illegitimate way, a cunning way, or through any criminal source in one way or the other is loudness, showing off, making noise, bragging, haughtiness, pride. That is the evidence of any riches that was made through an illegitimate means. And it's not shocking that Nigerians always make noise about their riches. Why? Because 99% of Nigerians have criminal tendencies. 99% of Nigerian wealthy people made it through criminality. I stand to be corrected. That is why. See, criminality moves you to making noise. But once your mode of making money is legit, bro, you can't make noise. It's not possible. It is automatic. It's inevitable. That's why Ghanaians don't make noise.
Nigeria does not have elite. What we have are a bunch of loud people with money. You can tell by the way they move around those who are slightly richer or more influential than them. They can never stand for something. Take this one for instance. How many more millions does he need? How many more companies does he need? On Twitter, he still moves like a teenager, like somebody who is desperate for favor from someone. Look at this one, for instance. For the past 5 years or 10, you cannot tell where he stands. You can't. He had jumped from this to this to this to this, always swallowing his vomit as supposed elite. That is not an elite move. Look at this one, for instance. All he does is grovel around these powerful people and people who are richer. That is not an elite move. And this is what they call networking. They say you have to network. Your network is your net worth. This is what they call networking. But this isn't networking. This is sycophancy. This is ass licking. And when you don't move like them, they'll consider you rude. Because they don't even know the difference between politeness and being rude. If you stand your ground and outspoken, they'll think you're rude. All that money, as far as I know, like the too much money you claim to have, is supposed to give you freedom. I be no be freedom that they make this money for. But you'll be a billionaire. You cannot say your mind. That is not an elite behavior. We don't have elites. We don't. Those of you who live abroad can bear me witness. That is not how the elites move. Even when it comes to where they decide to live, where they decide to reside, proper elite will get away from all the noise and go and build somewhere better. Our own elite, the heart of town, where the hustling and bustling people stay, with all the noise and commotion, that is where they will go and buy land and build house. Elite. Even when it comes to their taste in fashion and lifestyle, everything screams loud, noise, see me. Honestly, we don't have elites in this country. We don't. And that's part of the problem we are facing.
Truth to be told, that also contributes some of the problem we are facing in Nigeria, because in Nigeria, the rich people oppress the poor people. I mean, the layman, the rich people use their power and their wealth to oppress those people. I don't know what people classify as being poor, but for me, in my own view of life, when you can afford your 3 square meal in a day, you can able to pay your bills and able to get the basic necessity things of life, I don't think that person is poor. But in Nigeria, if we're not able to have the luxury car, maybe have those money, spreading money around, sharing money and all those things they are doing with their wealth, it means you are poor and they're going to oppress you, because you do not have the money to have a luxury car, designer bag and Gucci shoe and all those things. But in Ghana, you will never, it's very difficult for you to even tell who is rich and who is poor. I've lived in Ghana for so many years. I have never seen where they are spraying money before. I have never seen any occasion or any gathering they are spraying money on the air. If I even see, it might be Nigerians. But in Ghana, here, people live very simple life. The rich people can literally walk in they can even take a walk, take a trotro, bus, go in their daily routine, their daily life. Nobody is going to oppress anybody. In Ghana, you can live a very comfortable life without thinking of desperation of how to make money, because the rich do not make you feel less of yourself. But in Nigeria, the rich make you feel less of yourself. Some people cannot take it. They will be desperate to make money. I have said this since a lot of my videos. If you're somebody who classify clothing, bags, and hair to make people rich in Ghana, the rich people say wear the common dress. They don't even have time to be wearing designer and all that. It's not like that in Ghana. And I wish Nigerians should all really learn this habit from Ghanaians, because it's also contributing why the youth of Nigerians are so desperate to make money. Because when you are oppressing them and you are showing them those luxury lives, spraying money on the air, what message are you passing to the youth? Are you sending them to go do money ritual or what? I'm just going to leave it on this point. I'll be open. Feel free to also drop your thought on the comment section of what you also think about that particular act they are doing in Nigeria. Please, at this point, if you have not liked the video, do me well by liking the video, and don't forget to share with a friend who would like to watch this video with you. And please, if you have not subscribed to the channel, do me well by hitting your subscribe button to join this amazing family. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so whenever I upload a new video, you're not going to miss out on our next amazing videos. And I will see you in my next one. Bye for now and stay blessed.